everybody, this is 3.0 and I'm back with another Transformers video review. And this time I have Transformers Subscription Service 3.0. This is figure number 3, Serpent O.R. So let's go ahead and get this guy open so you can check him out. It's just the regular brown Meller box like they do with all the other ones. It has this on here. And here we have the figure on the inside in the black foam and such. It's really nice. So let's go ahead and pull him out. His wings are coming unclipped, and his gun. Alright, so here we have Serpent O.R. And he does have his guns, so he does have the landing gears just like the original Scourge does. So this figure is actually molded off of the Scourge Generations figure, and they actually took and used the head. So it's a repainted head of the Rat-Bat, the Japanese Generations Rat-Bat. So I thought originally that this was an original head, but it is not. It's actually a remolded head that was for an exclusive figure in Japan that was never released here in America. So you can flip those up. You can still store his weapons inside his wings. So if you fold the wings down like this, you can then come back here at this line and then kind of do that, and then you want to pop apart these two guns. So you have this gun right here, and you flip the barrel forward, and then you can just kind of put it in there, close it, and snap it back together. And then for this one, so you pull it apart, and you're going to see this right here, and you can go like that, or you can go like that, and close the wing up, and snap it back together, and his weapons are in here. I did see some pictures online where some guys were using some arms microns and making a staff for him. I really wish that Hasbro would have included those, or the Collectors Club would have included those in this guy, because they look awesome with him, with his staff and such. So along with him inside the little box, let's put these, because he doesn't sit right if you don't put these gears down. So inside the box with him, he does come with his technical data card, which you can see right here. He does have 10 for intelligence and 10 for courage. And then it has his bio right here, and I'm a little kind of confused right here because I thought it was going to be Serpent O.R, and I thought that maybe, you know, reading this, he put his mind inside of a sweep, but it actually says Hawk, so I am not sure. But hey, you can pause that and read it at your own leisure if you feel like that. And then you'll notice right here you have this Serpent O.R, so Serpent O.R. But then when you come here to the instructions, you have Serpent O.R. So they actually have two separate spellings of the name. I know that originally when they were showing it, they had it spelt this way. So the figure, real quickly, let me show you off. It is a very green and purple figure with some gold pieces in here. Everything is fairly well hidden as per the original figure. It does have a nice Cobra logo right here, and then it also has a really small Cobra Decepticon logo right here. So, and these are not stickers, these are painted on, so you don't have to worry about that. So I guess we'll go ahead and get into transformation on this guy. So we'll come up here and kind of pull this off, and then you want to come down here and pull these wings down, and then you'll just kind of come like this, and you want to detach this from what are the legs in, and take this, flip it around, and you'll see that there's some notches right here. You want to kind of notch that into the back, and we'll leave that for right now. So we'll pop this up and kind of down a little bit, and you want to take this portion right here, and you can already see kind of a track in here. You want to push these, I'll lift that head up, and then push this up, and then you'll notice that I completely missed it, but there's a hole right here, and then there's like a little tab right there. So you want to force that up into there, and it'll lock into place whenever you get it all the way up. Then you want to flip this around. So we'll go ahead and reattach this. That goes down, then that goes up. Dang it, come on. There we go. Alright, so we'll finish this off by just doing this portion of it. So you see that there's a like a little tab thing right there that goes into right here. So it doesn't really lock into place, it just kind of frictions into there. So we'll undo this, lift this up, and then you want to split the legs apart. Alright? And then rotate it down like that. Take that down, then swivel it forward. And you'll take this, you want to pull it down a little bit and rotate it out like that, so that makes the foot and the heel portion. So, like that. And this figure is fairly back heavy. He was for the original, so you can kind of go like this a little bit. Let's see if I can get him to stand up. He's not standing up very well. There we go. Alright, and then for his arms, you want to take those and rotate them around like this. And then you want to take this, flip this out, and then you want to pull the arm out. So, well, actually you'll go like that and it'll detach right here because you see there's a tab. So you pull the arm out and then rotate it around like this. Rotate that forward, or that like this, where the green is on the forward part, and then push this back in. And then you can see the hands right here, and there's a little notch right here that you can push forward, and it pushes the hands out, and just rotate it. And we'll just, whoops. So you'll unnotch, you'll go like that, so the unnotch is that, pull that out, rotate it around, like that, push it back in. So, like this little tab right there, on the back side of the arm, pushes the hand out, and then rotate the fist. So that's going to be it for the transformation on this guy. If you remember, I did put the dang it, come on, that goes down and then it goes up. It doesn't want to stick very well. As you may remember that I did stick the weapons in here, so pull those out, close that back up. You can leave those open if you want it to be more of a cape type thing. It's really up to you on how you want to display this guy. So the guns, in the description, it actually describes him as having two guns. So so you can have him holding two guns, or you can actually take this gun and rotate that, and you see that you have that little clip right there, and you can clip it onto the top of this gun, and then he has one blaster. So, but since it shows in the instructions, not the instructions, in the description that he describes two separate guns, I'll go ahead and have them with the two separate guns. But I really do wish that they would have had the those serpent staffs, and I think they used two different arms microns to actually make that serpent staff. They used some clear purple ones, so I assume that those were probably some special giveaway or something, or they were in maybe a gachapon machine, because I don't remember any of them being clear purple, but it was a snake and something else, and they combined them together. They put one part at the top of the fist and another part at the bottom of the fist, and it made a staff, and it looked really nice with this guy. But I don't think I'll probably ever get those. I want to lift the head up a little bit, but you know, he did look like way better with the staff. So for articulation, standard for this guy right here, his head is on a ball joint, so you can left, right, up and down. No, actually that's not a ball joint. It's it's a push-in tab, so it's just left and right, and mainly the up and down is from the channel that allows it to raise the head up. You come here to the arm, so you have two different mechanisms in the shoulder, so one to move the arm up and down, and then another one right here to move forward and back. Then you have the twist right here at the right above the elbow, then your elbow, which goes right at 90 degrees, maybe a little bit more. You have the wrist swivel. Come down here at the waist, have the waist swivel. Then you come down here at the hips, and you have ball joint hips, so out, forward, and back. It gets a little hindered because of some things. Then here at the right above it is your twist for your leg right there, and then you have your knee joint, if you can get it at the right knee joint, and then you have your foot right there. So the only real issue that I have with this guy right here is that this little backpack doesn't want to seem to stay into place. I have done reviews of the two different versions of this. I never did Rat Bat. I never got that guy. But I did do Scourger's review, and I did do in last year's in 2014's BotCon set, DevCon. So I don't particularly remember if those were loose on here. So I'm not really sure. I know I don't have a review up of Scourge, but I did own him at one time, and that was back before I started doing reviews. So I guess if you were looking for that review, I don't have it, but I do have DevCon's review. So if you wanted to take a look at that, I'll actually I'll post it up here in the little tab area for you in case you wanted to check that out. Other than that, just taking a look at the character itself, I think that the head really does fit this character, even though it was a repaint. And I thought it was an original head, but it's not. It does have light piping on it. It's really hard to see because it's really small. That light piping is very, very tiny on the back there. So you'd almost need a flashlight and just shining it directly into the eyes to get it to do anything. But overall, man, I'm glad that they're starting to do the Transformer G.I. Joe crossover again, that they're starting to do more of those figures. Because just recently we have this one, we have Viper that just recently came out, and then we also have, and we do have these two sets that just recently came out, and I'll have reviews of them up fairly soon, so keep an eye out for those. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this review. Don't forget to check out my other videos, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambiota, and I'll see you guys next time.